Hi, this is Abby here and I'm live. And I have not been live in a long time. It's January 2020, and for me, the past couple of weeks have been a little bit difficult. It's been heavy energy and a lot going on. And I just thought, well, my instinct, my inner feeling is to just hide. I just don't want to come out. I don't want to, hello, it's all happy, because it's not all happy, and we're in hibernation, obviously in Ireland. It's winter, it's the midwinter. Yeah, so they say the bleak midwinter. But there's some beautiful light. There is some beautiful light. And so I was able to get outside today and have my lunch outside. And yes, I was wearing a hat and a scarf, but that's okay. So if you're here and you want to say hi, please say hi. There's a couple of you here already. How you doing? How are you? What I want to do today is just connect with you all and say hello. Ah, good. There's the comments. Hello, how are you? I just want to say hello. And I thought what we could do is a quick Q&A. So if you have any questions about anything to do with energy, I'm actually going to put my little gloves on because I'm a bit cold. Energy stuff. I was at the gym today. I went to the gym and I met this wonderful woman, and she was asking me, well, what's life about? And why do people let me down so much, as in her? And I was saying, when you put your expectation on other people to make you happy. That's a big one. Nobody makes you happy. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Mairead. Nobody makes you happy. Okay, so I said, so happiness is an emotion. This is what I said to her. I thought you might like that. Happiness is an emotion, and sadness is an emotion. And happiness comes in and out, and we are the mountain. Oops, and our emotions are like weather, right? So we are the mountain. The emotions are like weather. Happiness comes in and out. You can't always be happy all the time. You can't be sad all the time. These things pass. But when you can reach a stage of contentment and peace with yourself, then that's you. That's the mountain. That's the vibration and frequency of who you are, is your peace and your calm and your contentment. And then here comes the sadness. And it's like, oh God, I feel sad. But I'm feeling sad. I am not sad. I just feel the sadness. So I will step back and let the sadness pass through. Hello, Louise. Hello, Arlene. And yeah, I'm glad you're getting this. So she was talking about her Christmas break, this woman at the gym, lovely woman, and she's saying how people had constantly let her down. I said, well, what was your expectation of them? So her expectation was that they would make her happy. So I said, okay, so if you can't be at peace with yourself and you're waiting for other people to make you happy, it's going to be a difficult kind of way to live. So she wanted to know why it wouldn't just happen by itself. So then I said, well, I never said it would. You have to put the work in. So hands up, those of you who are willing to put the work in this year. Now this is probably the best resolution that you could possibly make. And I'm glad I'm actually speaking about this now, because we make all these resolutions for the 1st of January, clean slate, new me, but that's chronological time. Okay. And today might be, I don't know what day it is, the 12th or the 13th, whatever the actual date is, doesn't matter. This is the now moment. And in this now moment, you can resolve to learn how to come into your center and be at peace with who you are in your wholeness, and to disconnect from needing someone else to make you feel happy. Whereas you can be at peace and experience the happiness, experience the sadness, experience the deliciousness of being alive, the highs, the lows, the ups, the downs, because life is a roller coaster and it's going to take you somewhere. And if you're waiting for other people to fulfill your needs, it's going to be kind of miserable. So that's kind of where I'm going. If you'd like to ask any questions about that, or if you want to tell me what might be going on for you energetically, I wanted to refer to my beautiful diary, which probably looks backwards. I don't know, it depends on the camera. I love this diary so much, and so many people do. And this is January, which is awareness and presence. Now, I'm not going to be doing walkthroughs every month like I did last year, because it's a lot of work for me, and I think you guys are all grown up now. You can do it yourselves. But I mean, January is awareness and presence. So when you're mindful, when you're here, then you're going, okay, this person let me down. This person's not making me happy, but what is it about me that needs them to do that? And what is it that I can do for me? so that I'm okay with that, so that I make me happy. So again, I was saying back to that woman, if you're putting it out there for everybody else to fill up your need of being happy, then you're never going to be satisfied. You're never going to be, and it's a lot, you do have to take the time to put the work in, so on this, the statements, I made all the statements and then I put in a quote. This says, to seek vibrancy. Vibrancy. I love vibrancy. We're always studying cancer, we're studying sickness, we're studying disease. Why don't we study vibrant health, radiant health? To seek for vibrancy, to look for the yes, to discover the wonder. You need to be present in the moment so you can experience it. Now, that is a timeless statement. It doesn't happen at Christmas at that moment when you open the presents, or in January 1st at that moment when the year comes. It happens any moment, any time, any day. To seek the vibrancy and look for the yes, to discover the wonder. Being present in the moment helps you find it. So I wanted to do an exercise with you to help you be present in the moment. And again, it's here from the diary. So I could put a link to it if you wanted to buy it. There's still some left. Though it's dropped down from 15 to 17. I'm still in the Irish best-selling list. It's so cool to be out there in the best-selling list. So does anybody have any questions they want to ask me about this, about being at peace with yourself while emotions just are experienced through you, and or people making you happy, or how do you make yourself happy? Any of those things, just type it in the comments there, and I'll be very happy to talk to you about that. But do you want to do an exercise? Let's do an exercise. Because, I'm here with you. I'm connecting with you all. I like to always do healing work because that's what I'm here for. So I can help you connect into the present moment and to look for that wonder and vibrancy if you want to. Just take a breath and sit more comfortably. You can put your feet on the ground and breathe. And I'll just read this out. I catch myself outside of myself. So I slow down and listen to my breathing. So let's do that. Let's slow down and listen to the breath. And feel yourself as the center of your universe. Many, many different worlds, different universes going on. Can be very confusing when you're dipping in and out of everybody else's. But bringing yourself into you become the center of your own universe, and then you become the magnet to bring things into you instead of always going outside of yourself to find stuff. Make yourself the center, make yourself the magnet. I hear my heartbeat and I notice where my breath is coming from. So in this moment right now, can you do that? Bum bum, bum bum, bum bum. Put your hand on your heart if you want to hear it. And draw yourself in. Draw yourself in. Where's your breath coming from? Is it coming from your upper chest? Or is it low, deep, slow breaths coming from your stomach? Probably not. When you're stressed or anxious, you breathe shallowly from the top of your lungs and bring it down and out. And Kelly Allison says that's where your power is, and that's exactly right. So just think a bit about this for a minute. You're stressed and you're anxious, probably because you are feeling powerless. You're breathing shallowly from your upper chest and you're totally not in your body. So what do? You bring yourself down and down and down into your center of power, which is just above the belly button, and breathing from the belly breathing, pulls you back in and you're okay. And I'm disconnecting from what's going on, getting myself connected to my power. Now I can see it clearly. What do I need to do? Do I need to do anything? And that's reaction versus responsibility. Responsibility. So I love that. Okay. With every breath, I bring my awareness deeper into my body. See, I'm on a video here, but I'm slowing down. I'm not speaking every minute. Let's just take that minute, because everyone's in a rush, always rushing, always trying to do, always doing. Let's just be. Let's just be for a few minutes. Let's just be. It feels good to be. feels much better to just be. And slowing down and bringing awareness to your breath and your breathing. Breathing from the belly and not from your upper chest, hearing your heartbeat. What's changed for you? Is the world spinning a little bit slower maybe? Then you can see, okay, I am in this moment. This moment is all that I have. Okay, you've heard this before, but how many of you actually be in the moment? Yes. Then you can look around and see the wonder and the beauty. I feel my feet on the ground. And taking a breath each time, I bring the focus of awareness much more deeply into every part of my body. Now, I know that's hard. I have chronic pain. Some of you know this, some of you don't know this. I am in pain quite often. I have back issues, I have hip issues, I have vertebrae like to pop out and pop back in again and all that kind of thing. So being in your body when you're in pain is hard. But I find that when you bring your awareness and your breath into those parts of the body that hurt, that ache, that are sore, that are crying out for attention, you're actually giving them attention. And they ease. And they go, oh, do it now. Take a breath in. Soften your body. And breathing out, focus on a part of your body that's in pain or that's aching. And it could be, emotional ache, it could be grief, it could be your heart is like really sad, and just be with that pain right now. And all you have to do is say to yourself, I see you. So I can go into my hip and I can say to my hip, you're in pain, and instead of running from it, I'm here with you and I see you. And this all leads to you being able to be at peace with yourself, to be at peace, be the human being, which then creates that stability, that mountain for all these emotions to come through you, and then you can disconnect from that and go, I'm not afraid to be with my pain, I'm not afraid to be with my body, I'm not afraid to be in the moment, I'm here with my breath, I am here and I am safe. And that's giving you your rock, your foundation for everything. There's one more breath. With each long, slow breath, I allow myself to come more into my body and more into the present moment. Can you see how easy it is for me to sit here and read this, but how difficult it is for you and me sometimes to do this, to become this? I mean, I could read this out. Oh, here's a lovely exercise for January. I catch myself out of myself and I slow down and listen to my breathing. I hear my heartbeat. I notice where my breath's coming from. It's nothing. You can hear the difference when you're talking. But when you're doing it, and you slow it down and you bring it in and you actually come into the body and you actually go into those parts of you that hurt. It's hard, but it's worth it because you know yourself. You support yourself. And then you are bringing yourself to this is self-care, to a place where you don't need others to make you happy because you are here with you, giving your attention and awareness to you. And then when you have that level of connection, you can say to yourself, what do I need to do for me today? And I want anyone who's watching this right now or the replay or whenever, just to ask yourselves that. What do I need to do for me today? Self-care isn't getting your nails done or spending a day at the spa. Self-care is putting down the phone, coming into the body and asking yourself questions like this. What do I need for me? I just need a 10-minute nap. Or I need to stop eating so much salt. Or I need to call my mom. Whatever those things are, hear it coming up from your center of power, which won't connect to you if you don't connect to it. So some of you have spoken. Thanks for the lesson. You're welcome. How do you restore your soul? Elena asking me, how do you restore your soul? Well, your soul is the life force energy plus consciousness that is you. And restoring, to me, I'm thinking of like old furniture that you might need to paint, or you might need to, do up, you don't restore your life force energy in so much that you restore your reserves of life force energy by stopping. So this particular exercise, because I did say to you, okay, I catch myself when I'm outside of myself. So if you're worrying about something, and I have tons and tons of videos on this, piece of your soul energy, your life force energy leaps out of you and goes to that thing. And then you're worried about someone and a piece of your life force energy comes out of you and goes to that person. Or you've got an event that happened in the past that still upsets you, and it's as if a piece of your life force energy is stuck in the past. Or there's something coming up in the future and you're worrying about that. So it's not so much as restoring as reclaiming, untangling. So I love the image of the octopus. So you are the octopus, okay? And you have many, many, many arms. And each arm is reaching into the future, reaching into the past, or entangling in a relationship with somebody. And that just represents in an image in your mind where your energy is. And just pick one and see the arms untangling from that thing and pulling back into you. And another one, untangling and pulling back into you. And you don't even need to know what the thing is, as long as you are connecting into you as the magnet, as the center of your essence, of your universe. I am the center of my universe. Not the center of the universe, but the center of my universe. See the difference? And say, okay, so I'm untangling this arm and I'm bringing it back to me. And I'm untangling that arm and I'm bringing it back to me. And I'm untangling from behind and bringing it back to me. Take a minute right now, as you're beginning to feel more settled in your body, as you're not afraid to breathe into the aches and pains, whether they're emotional, physical, spiritual aches and pains, and say, okay, where is my energy when it's outside of me? And it could be a big piece of your energy from a trauma. It takes work. And this is where soul retrieval work is required. However, you have to be in good shape for your piece of your soul to want to come back to you. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? So who asked me that question? Elena, does this make sense to you? Is this helping? Tell me if I'm on the right track here for you. So if you imagine your soul is your friend, but it had a shock and it won't come home to you, and you're the home, and then you as the home is cluttered and messy and broken and everything, it's going to say, no, I'm not coming home. So you have to clean up the clutter and clean up the messiness inside of you for that piece to come home. I've seen on Facebook people describing themselves as hot mess, radiant holy mess. That's what I saw yesterday, a radiant holy mess. I would never describe myself as a mess, because I'm constantly clearing and constantly cleaning. I describe myself as a container. You open up your container and you release the pain. You release the things you're clinging on to. That's the whole non-attachment, not holding on to my expectation that you're going to make me happy. But if you come in and we have a good laugh about something and we have a hug and there's joy between us, then we both are basking in connection and happiness and joy. Thanks, Elaine. I'm glad that helps. That's great. And it's great to see you, Elaine. I see you there. I didn't get a chance to say hello. And I'm so happy for you. It looks amazing where you are, and I can't wait to see your new place. So where was I? Oh yeah, so being a container and cleaning yourself up. Don't call yourself a mess. You're a work in progress. You're not a mess. We're all human. We scribble. When we color ourselves in, we color outside the lines. We're not perfect. If we were perfect, what's the point? Again, it's like the exercise. So if you're only joining me now, I did an exercise already. So you could replay this when I save this. It'll be recorded. It's all recorded, so you can do it again. But it's talking about it and doing it. There's a big difference between talking about something and actually doing that thing. And this is the year for truth. 2020 is the year for truth, authenticity, and standing up and being courageous and brave and looking inside of yourself and saying, I'm cleaning this mess up. I mean it. This is what I was saying about resolution. I resolve to be able to be with myself, all of my beauty. It's beautiful. And just sit and breathe and slow down in the moment, because that's where the beauty is. Not rushing to here and rushing to there. We're eating so fast, we're not tasting the food, we're not smelling the beautiful smells around us, you know. And spring seems to be coming really early here in Ireland. I don't know why. I'm seeing cherry blossoms already, and I'm stopping and I'm looking at them and I'm admiring them, and I'm watching a plant grow at home, and it's just a gift and a blessing to be able to be part of this. We are living, growing, evolving, changing things. We don't just, you know, turn the page because it's January 1st, or turn the page because it's, you know, tomorrow's another day. Each moment is an opportunity to stop, pull yourself in, breathe, and release. Connect into your center of power. So, has anyone got any other questions? I'm going to wrap this up in a minute, the live, but you can certainly leave your questions below and I'll come back and do my best in the comments. And I've got quite a few things coming on. If you have an aching heart, then come and join me on the 29th of January. It's only €12 for a full hour of healing just for your heart. And that's what it's called, heart healing. It's in my events on my Facebook page, how all the details are there. Healing for your heart. And do take your tea, take your coffee, take your drink. Every time you have a drink today, stop, pull yourself, breathe, have a drink. Slow down, slow down, slow down. And it'll make all the difference. All right. Talk to you again. Bye.